we live? I think we're live, people! Hey everybody, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Master 88 here, and welcome to another edition of the Linux Coffee House. I will get started in just a few minutes, but first, housekeeping. If you enjoy these live streams just as much as I do, then smash that like button, ring a ding that notification bell, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Been a little while since we've done a Linux Coffee House. I figure, why not just do one? I was supposed to be live at 10 a.m., but I'm an hour late because I had to help family with some stuff. So, we're here, we're live, and we're pretty much ready to go. Before we get started, I do have some announcements that I want to tell to you all, so hold on just a minute. Okay, let me just get a um let me just look at let me just look at my announcements. Okay, here we go. Perfect. Okay, this is what I was going to show you all. Perfect. So, all the events for September have been pretty much laid out. More stuff may be announced in September, so stay tuned to this channel for further channel updates. But for now, here's what we got. September 7th, 4 p.m. is the Arch Linux UEFI live installation with iFree. On September 6th, we got another Linux Coffee House. On September 17th, we got another Pro Dual Night Plus Open Chat. And for September 24th, 4 p.m., we got another Edo Pro Dual Night Plus Open Chat. That's pretty much all the events we have for now. I'm going to give this about 2 minutes and then we will get started. So let's see here. Let me go into OBS and make sure that we're cranking out good. Yep, we're cranking out good. Awesome. Okay, let me get the news articles up for you all. Okay, let me just go to my favorite news site, Phoronix. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is we got one article, we got two articles. We also have a third article. We also have and we also have a fifth article. All right, perfect. We got all our articles ready to go. Perfect. I'm going to give this about one more minute, folks, and then we will get started. Once again, if you enjoy these live streams just as much as I do, then smash that like button, ring a ding that notification bell, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Okay, let me just do one thing in OBS real quick. Let me just put myself down here. There we go. Now you guys can see actually what we're doing. Okay. Okay. Let me see here. Okay. Everything's good. Everything's really good. Okay, the 2 minutes has officially expired. Let's get on with our five Linux articles for the day, and then we'll wrap things up here. First article that I wanna wait a minute. Hold on, folks. I forgot one more. There we go. Okay, we're going to start with this one. DXVK 2.7.1 delivers improved performance for some Direct 3D 9 titles. Philip Ribobli, working for Valve, just released DXVK 2.7.1 as the newest version of this Direct 3D 8, 9, 10, 11 to Vulkan API translation layer. DXVK 2.7.1 enables yet more games to correctly render now with DXVK on Linux. DXVK 2.7.1 fixes a regression with multi-symbol anti-aliasing for a number of Direct 3D 9 games, a number of performance improvements for Direct 3D 9 games, a new D3D9 mode count compatibility configuration knob to work around buffer overflows in older games, and a number of game-specific fixes. DXVK 2.7.1 has targeted fixes to help a number of games, including Crisis Free, Kamachi 4 Alone in the Dark, Dungeon Siege 2, Fallout New Vegas, Guilty Gear Sacrifice, The Witcher 1, Team Fortress 2, and other titles. More details on the DXVK 2.7.1 update via GitHub. And next, GTK 4.20 released with better Wayland support rendering enhancements. GTK 4.20 released on Friday as the newest version of this free and open source toolkit aligned with the GNOME project. GTK 4.20 brings improved support for Wayland on Linux, along with platform enhancements for macOS, Android, and Windows. GTK 4.20 on Wayland now supports the WLC version 10 protocol, tablet protocol v2 support for server-side key repeat, better handling of natural scrolling, and other improvements. GTK 4.20 with its Vulkan renderer brings fixes to you for use on macOS. There are also various other fixes and improvements to the Vulkan code used by this toolkit. GTK 4.20 on macOS also adds support for Windows snapping, better window menu support, and other improvements. The toolkit release also brings YWV support for its video playback widget, portals for session management, improves rendering of symbolic icons, CSS media query support, multi-plane texture format support for the OpenGL code, and continued accessibility improvements. GTK 4.20 toolkit downloads and more details via GTK GitLab and gtk.org. And our next article, Wine 10.14 ships with updated mono, VKD3D 1.17, and ping support for IPv6. Wine 10.14 is out to end August as the latest bi-weekly development release of its free and open source software for enjoying Windows games and applications on Linux and other platforms. Wine developers continue marching towards the Wine 11.0 release early next year. Wine 10.14 ships with the very latest feature code for facilitating broader testing. With Wine 10.14, they have pulled in VK-DVD 1.17 for DirectX 3D 12 over Vulkan API layer. Wine 10.14 also updates to using the Mono Genie 10.2 release. Wine's GitHub continuous integration has also transcended to using the new Debian 13 Trixie release. Wine's built-in ping application also now supports pinging on IPv6 connections. Wine 10.14 brings 19 bug fixes for the past 2 weeks, along with various game fixes, a WoW 64 stack overflow, various application issues due to depending upon game input DLL, and various other fixes. Downloads and more details on the Wine 10.14 release on winehq.org and GitLab. Next article, Wayfire 1.10 Wayland Compositor brings experimental Vulkan rendering. Wayfire 0.10 was released this week as its integration with the underlying WL Roots rendering code has been overhauled. In turn, this opens up Wayfire to having experimental support for rendering using the Vulkan API. Wayfire delivers on experimental support for rendering using the Vulkan API. Additionally, the WL Roots Pixmin rendering code path can also be used as another alternative to OpenGL CLES backend. The rendering updates for WL Roots also now supports color management and per output color profiles. Wayfire 0.10 also adds per device input configuration support as another nice addition for this Wayland compositor. Wayfire 0.10 also brings new animations, new IPC methods, support for WL Roots 0.19, X Wayland startup script support, and other enhancements. Downloads and more details on the Wayfire 0.10 Wayland compositor release via wayfire.org and GitHub. And before we go to our final article, before we wrap up, folks, just a reminder that if you want to get a hold of me for content ideas, or if you want to hang out with me in general, you can find me at all my social media handles listed down below. So anyway, let's get to the final article, and then we will wrap this up. Okay, GNOME Executive Director steps down after 4 months. It was barely 4 months ago that the GNOME Foundation announced its new Executive Director, Stephen Diobord, who was taking over after Holly Million stepped down after less than 1 year. Today, Dialboard announced he is stepping down as the executive director. The GNOME Foundation Board of Directors announced Stephen Baylor would be stepping down. He would then be confirmed in a personal blog post of his departure. Alan Day is serving as the president and acting executive director with Dialboard's departure. And with that, folks, that is it for this Linux Coffee House. I thank you all so much for watching, so much for coming. If you enjoy these live streams just as much as I do, then smash that like button, ring-a-ding that notification bell, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. And with that, this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Master 88 saying see you later. Have a good night. Have a good rest of your day, people. And I will see you much later on for part 2 of our Linux from Scratch live installation. Have a good day, people. See you later.